Hello, this is Christy Wilcox, your UCAN Cider Foundation advisor, and today's video is all about college. Is college worth it? Is it worth the effort? Is it worth the time? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the stress? Is it worth the heartache? Is it worth the debt? And you're looking at some area schools for us in Southern Ohio. I'm not exactly sure with the World Wide Web where this video is reaching, but we do want to have an informed decision about college, and we need to look at some expert advice and also some advice from people who've already been there and done that. And 65% of jobs in America need post-secondary training. However, there's got to be a better way to do it. So we're going to take a listen to some of the experts in the area, and hopefully we can have a discussion about this subject. So first we're going to take a look from Mike Rowe.
People line up to get into college because, hey, it's the best way to succeed, right? All you need is your 4-year degree and everything's going to fall into place. Did that really happen? Yeah.
So ingrained in your head that you have to go to college, that college is the next step after graduation. I think in hindsight, I see that college is not for everyone.
I don't know. Right now, there are a lot of people who have a 4-year degree who can't find a job. Millions more have a 4-year degree and are working in a field that had nothing to do with what they studied. But worst of all, you've got a lot of people who paid a lot of money for a 4-year degree who went into debt. We have $1 trillion of student loans on the books right now.
There's this idea that 18-year-olds are supposed to know what they want in life. And now that I'm turning 25 tomorrow, I still don't know exactly what's going on.
We're loaning money that we don't have to kids who'll never be able to pay it back in order to educate them for a job that no longer exists.
You want to have the college dream without the student debt, because you're just coming into something and you feel like I'm going to have all this independence, I'll be able to pick my own classes, I'll have this freedom I've never had before, so you want to go to the coolest place you can.
Amari didn't pay the full price of tuition at her private college, but she's still facing more debt than she was expecting.
I just cried. Yeah, I just cried because I had no clue how I was going to do it. I dream about it. It's always in my mind.
And, Amari is not alone. And that college dream is quickly turned into a college nightmare. And, let's take a look and see how it happened. Back in the 70s, college was cheap, it was inexpensive, it was affordable, $706. There was an ad campaign to boost the number of college students that were enrolled in U.S. colleges. And it worked. From 1940 to 2017, you can see the growth of the number of college students in America. And, it was an easy decision for individuals. You could take a look at the data. You could see that as your level of education increased, your money increased, your job prospects increased, your chances for unemployment went down. Yet, we've gone too far. Tuition and fees at public and private colleges have doubled since 1988 to 2018. And you could take a look at the exponential growth. I mean, look at how it's gone, and this graph only goes to 2010. Student loan debt is the highest debt that any of us carry in the United States. It is higher than our houses, our cars, our credit cards, and all of the rest. And 57% of the college students are graduating in 6 years. That means that they're doing a 4-year degree in 6 years. No wonder why they're accumulating so much debt. And, this is no joke. Look at their hats, $31,000, $47,000. And here is an individual who shared their debt data, and you can see this person is almost $70,000 in debt. The average student debt is at $37,000. The national student debt is at crisis levels. It's at $1.5 trillion. And it's no wonder that people are starting to feel that maybe college isn't worth it. At least maybe college isn't worth it for everyone. Yet we have this dilemma. 65% of jobs in America require some training after high school. So we need to be smart about this. I don't want you standing here like Mike Rowe with your diploma looking sad and forlorn because you worked so hard to get a diploma and now there's no job for you in your field. So he takes a look at the skills gap, and let's listen to him for a second.
The problem is in the way a big hunk of the country thinks about the definition of a good job. This is tricky. All right, I'm going to just take a minute and talk about it because I'm not an expert on any of this. I just know what I've seen over the last 8 or 9 years. And every state that I mentioned and the 42 that I didn't, people tell me the same thing again and again. They talk about how hard it is to find people who are willing to A, learn a skill, B, master the skill, and C, work their butts off. I ran into a woman who runs the local Caterpillar dealer down there. We had an amazing conversation. I told her what I was up to, and she said, Mike, you can't imagine, we have over 20 positions available right now in heavy equipment repair. All right, some of these jobs start, 40, 50, 60 grand, and with a couple years of experience and the right training and certification, which, by the way, they'll give you for free, you can be making 6 figures. They can't fill the jobs.
So there are a lot of jobs that require you to spend some money on school before they'll pay you to work. In many cases, that sum is a lot of money.
If you choose as a part of your career path to get some additional education as you go along, I think that's fine, but you pay cash for it. All right? Well, I would like for her to go to cosmetology school when you all can afford to pay cash for it. I would never in 1,000 years tell somebody to take a student loan out.
Here's the sharp contrast between Jim and Joe. We have Jim, who has a 4-year degree and $100,000 in student debt with a degree in philosophy, unable to get a job. And we have Joe, who had a paid internship, no debt, and is earning $80,000 annually. So I'm not really sure who's living the dream. Seems to me like Jim is living a bit of a nightmare at this time. Now here is the sweat pledge from Mike Rowe. You can find this sweat pledge at the website Profoundly Disconnected. He also has scholarships available, and it's a worthwhile look to see. And we're going to close this video out with a quote from Thomas Edison. The 3 great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are hard work, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. So whatever path you choose, whether you choose the college route or whether you choose the trade route, go to it with passion and enthusiasm and a whole lot of hard work, because that's how you're going to be successful. Take care, everyone, and if you liked this video, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.